God says, this will happen in your house tonight. Something is shifting tonight. And if you ignore my voice, you will wake up tomorrow with regret. This message has a purpose. It's not just a coincidence. It's me, the one who created you, the one who knows every breath you take, just popping in to say, I can't keep quiet anymore. You've been feeling a bit restless lately, right? It seems like the year at home has been quite a lot to handle. The peace you used to feel seems far away now. There's this feeling that something's not quite right, but you just can't put your finger on it. You've just pushed it aside, calling it stress, bad vibes, or maybe just being tired. But there's more to it than that. Something's happening in the spirit realm. I've been keeping an eye on what's going on in your house, and I have to say, it really touches my heart. I'm not here to bring you down. I just want to give you a heads up and help you out before things get out of hand. There's something lurking behind your walls, softly nudging at your feelings, attempting to tangle your heart in a bit of confusion. I've been keeping an eye on things, and I'm here with you. I've been really patient, just waiting for you to invite me back into the heart of your home. But so many nights have gone by where you chose noise over prayer, screens over scripture, and distraction over devotion. I'm feeling a bit upset, but it's not about punishing you. It's just that I've noticed you've been letting some negative influences creep in without even noticing it. I'm feeling pretty upset because I've noticed how much we've drifted apart. Your home used to be a place of worship, but now it just seems to echo with arguments. It used to be that your mornings started with prayer, but now they kick off with worry. It seems like there was a time when you really protected your peace, but now it feels like fear, gossip, bitterness, and impatience have started to settle in. I've noticed how your heart seems to have grown distant from my words. I've noticed you zoom by conviction and just label it as being busy. You've been saying, I'll take care of it later. I'm planning to pray tomorrow. I'll forgive when it doesn't sting as much. But we can't wait any longer. I'm talking right now because what goes down tonight will shape what happens next. This isn't just any other night. This feels like a big moment for growth and change. Do you feel it too? There's a bit of tension in the air, that feeling of unease you can just shake off. It's more than just feelings. I'm just here trying to grab your attention. Your home has listened to your cries, your anger, and your frustration, and I've been listening as well. I've noticed how the enemy tries to blow small things out of proportion into major conflicts. It's interesting how he's managed to sow seeds of irritation and confusion in your family, in your relationships, and even in your own thoughts. He's been hanging around, just waiting for you to go quiet, soaking up all those distractions you throw his way. Tonight, I'm taking the lead. I'm reaching out because I refuse to let darkness take what's rightfully mine. I'm feeling upset, for sure, but my anger really stems from a place of love. I'm not opposing you. I'm on my way to you. I'm at your door, knocking like crazy. I might not be visible to you, but I'm already making my way through your space. As I stroll through your living room, I pass by the spots where tensions have flared and the corners where you've shed tears in private. I'm feeling the walls that have soaked up so many words of pain. I'm just saying, let's calm down. Listen up, child. If you keep overlooking what I'm saying and hold on to what I'm trying to let go of, you're going to feel the impact of that distance. There are some things going on in your house that you might have just considered normal. It's all about the tension, the sleepless nights, and that feeling of unrest. But these aren't just random. Those are signs of a spiritual nature. When you hold on to bitterness, when you choose not to forgive, and when you let negativity take over your space, it brings in energies that really shouldn't be around you. I just want to share this with you because I care about you. I've been keeping an eye out, really hoping you'd pick up on the signs. I've been trying to send you some warnings, just little nudges in your thoughts. Those small feelings of unease that pop up now and then. You just brushed them off, thinking it was no big deal. I'm just saying, this is really something. Heaven's feeling a bit upset because you've put up with too much. You've brought some things into your home that keep me from being there. You've had chats that really weigh you down inside. You've been listening to voices that are making you doubt your faith. I've been waiting for a while, but just because I've been patient doesn't mean I'm okay with everything that's happening. I won't let the things I care about fall apart. So, tonight, I want to share something real with you. Something's going to happen at your place, and how it turns out really depends on how you react to it. If you bring your heart back to me, this night will be the start of something beautiful again. If you keep ignoring me, tonight could turn into a gateway for more confusion, making chaos grow where there should be peace. I'm really upset because I've been doing my best to look out for you. I've held back storms at your doorstep that you weren't even aware of. I've dealt with some attacks that you probably didn't even notice. I've kept you safe from the schemes that darkness had in store for you. But lately, it feels like your distance has made your covering a bit weaker. You can't just do whatever you want and expect heaven to have your back without giving something up. I want to keep you safe, but I won't make you do anything against your will. I'd love to bring peace into your home, but you need to make some room for me first. If you feel that today's blessing is meant for you, just type Amen deep in your heart. I'm not trying to threaten anyone here. This is a kind of mercy that comes with a heads up. I'm talking with a sense of urgency because I can see what's coming up. There are choices happening behind the scenes that affect your family, your health, and your future. The enemy is on the lookout for any open door, a careless word, a wound that hasn't healed, or a sin that hasn't been confessed. That's the reason I'm feeling upset. I didn't mean to interrupt your night like that. I'm not here to judge. I'm working on some plans. I'm not trying to shout to scare you. I'm reaching out to help you. This message isn't just something to listen to. It's something you're supposed to follow. Make sure to say a prayer before you hit the hay tonight. Before you settle in for the night, make sure to say my name around your home. Take a stroll around your home and welcome me back in. Let's open the windows and let that worship fill the air once more. Forget the things you've said in the heat of the moment. Let go of the hurt from those who have caused you pain. Let go of the things you've seen and heard that weigh down my spirit. This night could be the moment that changes everything for you, or it might just serve as a heads up. Let's not take this lightly. Don't think there will be another opportunity. I'm really upset because I care about you so much, and I can't stand to see you living like this any longer. You've been longing for peace, but peace just can't thrive in a place that holds on to what I've turned away from. You've been seeking blessings, but they can't really settle on disobedience. I'm looking to bring you back. I'm here to help keep your house safe. You really need to listen. You need to decide to clean up what has been messed up. Please pick me again. This isn't just a coincidence. This message didn't just happen to find you by chance. This moment feels like it was meant to be, doesn't it? Your destiny is tied to it. I paused everything just to get to you. I quieted the angels just to say your name. I called you out because you were really important to me, and I didn't want to lose you. It seems like you've been getting pretty close to compromising. This is your chance to be saved. This is the night I show up at your door. This is when heaven steps in. There's a change in the air tonight. How that change plays out, whether it brings you comfort or challenges, really comes down to you. I'm keeping an eye on your place, and I'm all set to take action. I'm here in the doorway, caught between what used to be and what could be ahead. Make sure to pick carefully. Let your heart be open. Just reach out to me right now. I'm feeling a bit upset, but it's not about tearing you down. It's about helping you out. I just wanted to talk to you again, because I really need you to get why my heart feels so heavy tonight. You've been messing around with stuff that's really bringing you down. It seems like you've allowed some darkness to come right into your home. Even though you've sensed the weight of it all, you've chosen to overlook the signs. So, you believe it's all harmless, just a bit of fun, some feelings, just a bunch of words, right? Every little careless thing you let in leaves a mark, you know? Every compromise casts a shadow. Every moment we don't repent keeps a door wide open. I've seen these things come together around you, just waiting for the go-ahead to take over what I meant to cherish. I'm really saddened by it. I'm not angry like a guy who just explodes with rage and is ready to tear everything apart. I'm really upset, kind of like a father who feels anxious watching his kid play close to a fire. I'm feeling really angry right now, but it's because I care about you so much. I've been there, feeling the hurt that comes from poking at something that just keeps burning. I made you shine, but it seems like you've been drawn to the shadows. You've let something unholy take the place where I should be in charge. It feels like you've swapped out those special moments for just a lot of noise, turned that peaceful silence into distractions, and drowned out my voice with all the chaos around us. It's interesting how you talk about wanting peace, but then you surround yourself with things that seem to take it away. When you close your eyes and pray for me to look after your family, do you realize that I can't protect what you won't let go of? Your home has items that hold on to memories of mischief and defiance. Some words have been shared in your space that continue to resonate in ways we can't quite see. Just because the voices have quieted down doesn't mean the arguments are over. The atmosphere still holds on to that tension. It's easy to think that fear disappears with the dawn, but it actually hangs around like smoke in the air. It might seem like you're doing okay since you can get through the day, but your spirit has been inhaling that smoke for way too long. Your place is buzzing with sound, but I feel like I'm just fading into the background. Try not to hold on to material things that weigh you down. Sometimes things can hold on to feelings from the past. If you're holding on to something that brings you sadness or discomfort, it's time to let it go. Why not just give it away or bury it in the ground? Let's just let it go back to its cycle. The earth has a way of cleaning up what our hearts can't handle. Hold on to what brings warmth to your spirit. Starting tonight, think of your home as a special place. Let's keep the conversation free of hate, okay? Please leave gossip, envy, and despair at the door. How about we fill it with honesty, music, light, and laughter instead? Let's make sure every corner feels the joy once more. Start each morning with a sense of gratitude. Just say, "Only peace may live here." Words really pack a punch. They mold what you can't see. When others come by, just send them a little blessing as they arrive and when they head out. This little action keeps you safe. They'll need to find some balance before things can calm down. Light invites light in, and where love is present, darkness has no place to settle. You've probably noticed what happens when negative vibes creep into someone's life. You've got to see why they should never be allowed to invade your mind. Your mind is like a special door, and every thought that comes in brings along a little seed. Some seeds turn into peace. Some people turn into something toxic. You've got to figure out what you want to nurture. Negative people aren't necessarily bad at heart. They just have their own storms brewing inside them. Fears, bitterness, and jealousy, these are just energies looking for a place to settle down. When they talk to you, it's not just about the words they say. They're sending out some good vibes. You know, it's interesting how the tone of someone's voice, the way their eyes look, or even just the quiet moments can really leave an impression on you. If you're not paying attention, you might start to pick up on feelings that don't actually belong to you. You might find yourself questioning why your heart feels so heavy, even when there's no clear reason for it. What makes your confidence slip away? Why do you start to doubt your own light? This is what goes down when you let someone else's negativity creep into your mind. It's important to take care of your mind, since it really influences how you see the world around you. All fears start with a thought. Every failure starts with a belief. If someone says you're not enough, and you start to believe it, you're basically giving them control over your future. They don't even have to lay a finger on you. All they want is for you to think smaller, to view yourself in their shadow. This is how folks end up losing their sense of purpose. It's not that someone else took it, it's just that they stopped believing it belonged to them. Just remember, don't let someone else's struggles change who you are. People who are negative often want to spread that same emptiness they experience to others. When they make fun of your dreams, it's not because those dreams are silly. It's because they gave up on dreaming a long time ago. When someone says that love is a lie, it's usually because they've forgotten what it really means to love. When someone says that hope is a weakness, it's usually because they've lost the ability to hope for themselves. Don't let their voices bounce around in your mind. They share their thoughts from a place of hurt, rather than from a place of understanding. You've got to grasp something profound. Energy is all about finding that sweet spot. If you're standing in peace while they're caught up in chaos, their chaos is going to try to pull you in. It'll come knocking at your door, showing up in gossip, arguments, and that nagging doubt. If you keep opening the door too often and trying to help them while they're not willing to change, their darkness can seep into your own mind like smoke. Compassion is great, but when you don't set boundaries, it can lead to self-destruction. Some folks might smile at you, but deep down, they might actually want to see you stumble. You can totally feel their energy. It's right there out in the open. You can totally sense it in how your stomach knots up when they talk. It's like you suddenly get this wave of tiredness when you're around them. Your spirit is trying to give you a heads up. Words can trick the mind, but the soul knows the truth every time. If you feel uncomfortable around someone, it's important to pay attention to that feeling. Take a step back. Take care of your peace. No need to explain why you protect your shine. People who are negative really thrive on attention. Arguing with them, defending yourself, or trying to prove your worth just ends up giving them energy. As they get stronger, you find yourself getting weaker. Keeping quiet can be your best strategy. Don't battle darkness with more darkness. It just makes the night feel twice as long. Just walk away. Be mindful of your thoughts. Tell yourself, this energy isn't mine. Just go ahead and let it out. Each time you do this, you're taking back your power. Just a little reminder to pay attention to what you listen to, what you watch, and what you say. It all matters. Each word has its own vibe. The mind takes in these vibrations just like soil soaks up rain. If you let anger take over your thoughts, it's only going to make that anger grow stronger. When you fill it with kindness, it just blossoms into peace. Pick your food carefully. You become what you let in. Many folks believe the struggle is out there, but that's not the case. The true struggle happens in our heads. If you allow fear to take over your mind, you won't need anyone else to hurt you. You might end up hurting yourself. If you let doubt hang around too long, you might just end up hiding your own talents. That's why negative people can be really harmful. They sneak in those whispers when you're not looking. They really make you think about your own intuition, your worth, and the direction you're headed in. They really have a way of making you lose sight of yourself. It's important to create a wall of awareness in your mind. Don't let every opinion get in the way. When someone talks about limitations, take a moment to think, is this really the truth? Or is it just their fear talking? When someone makes fun of your dreams, just ask, do they really see the world like I do, or are they stuck in their own little bubble? Hold on to what helps you grow. Just let everything else fade away. Your mind is like a temple, you know. You wouldn't just let random people stroll into your house and scrawl mean things on your walls, right? But you tend to let their words stick around in your mind without paying rent. Make sure to clean those walls every morning. Take a moment to remember who you really are. Talk positively about yourself. Just say, I am light. I've got what it takes. I'm enough. These words aren't just for show. They're like medicine. They mend the little hurts that people cause with their thoughtless words. Just know that negative energy can't really get to a mind that's well protected. It can knock, it can whisper, it can tempt, but it can't come in unless you say so. When you stop reacting and stop trying to explain yourself to those who never really cared to understand, that's when their power over you fades away. Freedom starts when we stop reacting. Some folks hold on to such heavy sadness that they look for others to share it with. Misery loves company because having others around keeps it alive. Try not to spend too much time with people who just focus on the negatives, who complain without taking any action, and who point fingers without looking at themselves. Their words swirl around like a dust storm. If you hang around too long, you might just forget what the sky looks like. It's okay to admire them from a distance, but make sure to take care of your own feelings. You're meant to embrace a sense of lightness, not carry around heaviness. You're supposed to have thoughts that elevate you. When negative people try to bring you down, just keep in mind that they can only succeed if you lean into their negativity. Stand tall and be true to yourself. No need to raise your voice. There's a certain strength in stillness. Staying calm really shows the universe that you believe in your journey, and nothing can throw you off course. Taking care of your mind doesn't mean you have to shut yourself off from others. It's all about being choosy. Not every voice should have a place in your mind. Pick friends who cheer you on as you grow, not those who feel threatened by it. Pick a company that lifts you up, not one that wears you down. The place you're in really influences where you end up. Hang out with folks who lift you up and really get you when you need some quiet time. A single positive presence can mend what 10 negative ones break down. It's important to keep an eye on your own inner critic too. Sometimes, the negative voice you worry about isn't coming from other people, it's actually coming from inside you. It seems like you've picked up some self-doubt along the way, probably because of things that have happened before. You've kept saying the things others told you until they started to feel like the truth. But those lies are just echoes. They're not really you. Whenever you notice a thought that says, "I can't," switch it out for "I will." Whenever it tells me I'm not enough, I remind myself that I'm growing. Our minds really respond to repetition. Give it some fresh words and watch it transform. You really need to steer clear of negative people, and here's why. Your mind reflects what it sees. When you spend your days wrapped up in bitterness, it's easy to start viewing the world through that same bitter lens. Whenever your heart felt a bit heavy for no reason, that was me pulling at it. Whenever the noise of the world got overwhelming and you longed for some peace, that was me reaching out to bring you back home. Every tear that dropped in the quiet of the night, I was there to catch it. Whenever you asked, "Gone, where are you?" I was right there, just a breath away from you. I stayed right there even when you chose to ignore me. I just waited. I stayed put even when you pushed me aside. I decided to stick around. I've seen you go after things that just can't love you like I do. I've been here, not out of anger, but out of sadness, because I realize those things just won't bring you the satisfaction you're looking for. I'm not grieving because you let me down. It's just that you seem to have forgotten how much I care about you. It feels like you've been acting like I'm not really here. It feels like my love is on a timer, like your mistakes could ever take away my kindness. They just can't. I left this world aware of every wrong you do. It feels like you always end up ignoring me. There's always a chance you might not quite make it, and I still picked you. I reached out my hands on the cross and said, "Father, forgive them." When I look at you, I just don't see disappointment at all. I can see my kid. I can tell there's someone here who deserves a chance. I see someone I'm not ready to let go of. Just say amen. I really believe that if your faith is strong, you can get through anything. Don't forget to share this video.